You know, when you guys ask for videos, I want to do them right away so I won't forget. So I got clarification from the gal, and she was talking about a beginner's guide to planning. Huh? Today is Friday, February 28th. So you're going to mark it off your calendar? Friday, February 28th. I have videos on it. I don't know where they are. And I do agree that I film so much, you can't figure out where it's at. But if you, my biggest advice is to know the favorite pen, paper, that you like. Because me personally, I would say start in a bound book. But if you're not going to do that, I would say grab if you also have to understand, if you're not a person that is very how do I say this? I don't want to I feel everybody's creative. But if you feel you're not as creative, you need a structured day. You know, if you're asking for a structured planner, I would highly recommend the Hobonichi Cousin. But if you're I'm not paying that much money, draw it out. Just draw it out. Or go to Daiso or 99-cent store or Walmart and just get a regular book, a small little book. That's kind of how I started in my system. I started in a TN because I was doing all kinds of stuff. Me personally, if I just had this book and that's it, I would cut it to my favorite size. I would cut it to a standard. I would cut it to a B6 Slim, and I would start planning. So I don't waste the paper. I'm going to go towards the back and use a little bit of a page. So basically you would have to understand what type of planner you are. Go back in your mental note history, whatever. And it's okay, am I a creative person? Do I like stickers? Do I like art? Do I like color? Do I like to journal? If you do, I feel that's what I did. I needed to account for that in my book. I also needed to figure out my roles as a person every day. What am I doing? Am I a mother? Am I a wife? Am I a teacher? Am I an employee somewhere? Am I figure out your roles, and I would label them. If I was working outside of the home, I would have this at home and then take me a notebook and a monthly for work. So know your roles, know what kind of paper you like and your favorite pens and stuff. I would suggest getting a thinner book. I'm going to always suggest a bound book because I'm a lefty. It makes so much sense to me. But if you're you get all your sections together and you're okay, I need a daily and a weekly. Boom, that's all I need. I need a weekly to just give me my high overview and daily for my tasks. Start there. Start really, really small. And my advice is to be very successful in the little that you do. So that's how you build consistency. You're going to need reward. You're not, as a planner person, you're okay, I want to be successful and consistent. I want a planner system. So I feel the only way you can do that is start small and make that a success and then build on that. So you can take what you've been doing and then build onto it. So I feel as a planner person, you know, monthly, daily, weekly is big time, right? So if you had a monthly, this is what I think of as far as monthly is what I'm saying, a monthly calendar. You have your whole calendar, it's pre-dated, or you could draw it if you want, or print out. There's inserts, there's printables, and you can go through and put all your stuff for the year, all your stuff for that month. And then you're able to take that and put it into a weekly spread. I do my weeklies like this, my monthlies like this. So there was no planner on the system, on the market that could satisfy everything that I needed. That's why I did my own stuff. So if I were you, I would lay out and find a blank notebook and maybe dot grid, blank, whatever. And I would start brain dumping. That's like the first and foremost thing that, just this is what this is. It's a complete brain dump. People get very, very intricate and they do mind maps and stuff. Like if you just Google mind maps, there's so many people that just kind of like break down the planners and the section. I'm like, whoa, that's whoa. To me, I'm like, so find your favorite daily layout, weekly layout, monthly layout, and go to Amazon. Start shopping local to save money. Do not make the mistake in the beginning, if you're so unsure and you're a planner newbie and you've never done this, to get something really, really expensive. 9 times out of 10, I'm not trying to say that it won't stick, but you're new to this. You're going to see so much stuff. And then if you go on the planner YouTube, you're going to get easily influenced. So, and if you know that about your personality and you know that you're the type of like excessive person or impulsive person, do not go on YouTube to watch all kinds of other videos. Keep your same people that you watch, and keep watching the people that have your planning style or that have, your personality or something like that. Because if you go and watch everybody, man, it could happen. Shop at Walmart, shop at Dollar Tree, shop at Family Dollar, I'm not going to say shop at Target. But if you want, go to Target, go local. Me, I'm going to go to Amazon. That's just what I'm going to do. I'm going to get the cheapest notebooks that I can find in bulk. And my favorite are these. Let me show you, because they're in my cart. They are the Oxford B6-ish kind of, and they're 80 pages, and they are not a lot. They have the ones that are just like craft, and they're not color, but I found the color ones, and they don't have any line, so they're completely blank. I love lines because I can write out and stuff. These are only 60 sheets, so they're small. I feel that could last for like 2 weeks or a month. And if it's successful, you have several other ones. If you want to do options like a TN later, traveler's notebook, or you want to do like some rings, and you say you find your sections. You're like, I got it. I got my sections. I know what I want to do. Now I'm going to find my inexpensive ring binder, and I'm going to find dividers or tabs, and I'm going to label those sections. I will try to link how I have so many videos, you guys. So I will try to link any other beginner videos that I've tried to do, and because I know I've done them in rings. I know I've done beginner videos, but I probably didn't title it beginner planner newbie video. So hopefully I remember to do that. Beginner planner newbie. I should call it like opinions, or not opinions, but my take on that kind of thing. I don't know how I'm going to word it, but I want to use something like that. So then shop locally, and then you found it, right? I would say to be consistent is to do your planning at the same time daily. Or if you can't do it just do it kind of like a morning and evening. But if you're like me and you are attached to a notebook and you need it, I would say to combine sections. I would say to combine a journal. If you're like, I'm not taking my journal out with me so everybody could read, well, then you're going to have to separate your journal. Me, I love it all in one. Because I'm not at the outside of the house right now, I have all kinds of sections. I do tracking. I do morning pages, devotion, scripture, food log, weekly, brain dump, daily. Right now I'm in the back doing all kinds of fun stuff. That's fun stuff, but my bulk of my planning. So if you're like, man, I need to get some stuff out, and I don't know what it is, maybe this journal will turn into like a brain dump kind of thing. But I feel everybody should have an area, whether you call it brain dump, inbox, whatever you want to call it. It's just a dumping ground for everything in your brain. I feel like everybody should have a brain dump notebook. I mean, you can go really simple. You can get a spiral bound little small notebook. I think they sell those ones at Walmart for like $1. or you can just get regular notepad or whatever. And every day, you know, you're going to throw this away and you brain dump. Like, what are the top things I need to do today or that I want to do, and put it in your brain dump and then come up with like your top 3. I've learned that throughout the years because the type of person I am, I'm very all over the place, excessive. I forget. I'm like, and then I'll be like, what am I doing today again? So like, even though I film like all these videos right now, I'm like, okay, what are your top 3? And my top 3 was take the rice to my to my son, homeschool, and figure out dinner. So I took out fish, so I figured out dinner. You know, I'll figure out the sides later or whatever. I'm going to take my son's stuff at 3, and how I did that is I put reminders on my phone. I am not a big digital planner, but I will use the notes in there for grocery list, and I will use the calendar or the alarm clock to set me timers to go off, and then I'll tell Alexa to do the same stuff. So journal, like, take it out of your brain somehow. So as a review, start with a brain dump, okay? Get your favorite little notebook or an inexpensive notebook. Shop locally if you don't have any within your possession. I mean, a regular composition notebook, any kind of notebook would work for right now. Figure out the type of roles that you are and that you want to have in your planner. Then figure out your sections. Figure out your sections. Get your favorite pen or pencil or whatever. This is the favorite pen, and the Uniball. Any kind of Bic, old school, that's me. Because I write a lot. And then when you figure out your sections, get that book, make it small in size so you can be consistent, you can be successful. If you have a Daiso nearby, go to Daiso, and you're like, oh man, I want to set it up. I want the size Monique has. Man, just get it down. Metal ruler. I've had my thing of using a plastic ruler. It's very cringe to watch back in the day, my other videos, because I am like cutting up that plastic ruler like nobody business. And just cut down. If you want something in your hand that's portable, it doesn't have to be the size in the planner community. Like cut, like, you know, cut here, and you're like, ooh, I like a small size. Passport field note size is a really good size. It's smaller. Do I have any around here? Let's see. Yeah. They sell these on Amazon, and they're little small ring bound leather notebooks. I would just say, you know, A7 ring bound in Amazon, and they'll come up. I put little stickers. You could just fill this with note pages. Look, fill it with note pages. I have these in here because I've had several from, I mean, this is a really good way to start as well. And then just have, like, you could buy this, and I believe it comes with the paper and this. And boom, you can have like a small little thing. You can punch it with a little hole right here and then put it as a TN or whatever. But you can have this small little thing, and you can take it around with you, throw it in your purse, do whatever, and figure it out with a small little notebook or rings, whatever you feel is your jam. Rings are very good for categorizing out different sections. You know, you can do like an inbox, a monthly calendar, weekly, a daily. And then, you know, as you go through your planning system, you could do tracking. You can, you know, if you want to put like an extra little book in here, that's a smaller little book, and that could be your journal with you. There are so many options. But the biggest thing I'm going to tell you is just let yourself be who you are. If you have the money and you want to spend, that's on you. You're a grown woman or man. You can do what you want. Don't try to let your planning style be somebody else's planning style. Let your personality and who you are shine through your planning style, because that is how you're going to be as consistent as you want. Like I said, if you're looking for something like this isn't Planner Newbie. I don't think. This is just like a girl that loves to journal and creative and intertwines her planning, like, honestly. But if you're like, I want astrology, get astrology. use it. They've come in A5. They come in B6. They're now in B6 Slim, which they're expensive in my opinion. And get a blank notebook and get Avery tabs. Avery tabs in my experience are the best. You can get them at Walmart. You can get them low because they're very thick, but there are some tabs on Amazon that you can get that look like this. They come in bulk colors, and you can write on them with ballpoint, and they're just as good to do what you need to do. And then just start labeling out your sections and do it from a weekly perspective. And they have half year astrologies. I wouldn't get a big old book, but if you're looking for, I want to fill this book up for the month or something like that, then do that. But why is my doctor is already wanting me to go on. She can wait a minute. But do that. Get a half year astrology. But whatever you do, I would suggest it being that incomplete, excessive. And it is something that is that's affordable, that you're allowing yourself to play with before you commit. I hope that helps. I did ask you to DM me on my Instagram so we can go over more personalized thing with, I can go over something more personalized with you, but I hope this helped. God bless you guys and take care.